When Dragapult was first introduced, it was really considered a B-tier deck at best. Its damage potential wasn't as high as some of the other decks in the format, and being a stage 2 deck, it was just too slow to set up. That all changed when the Flower Nation attacked and Itchy pollened all over everything. This jolly green bastard allowed you to slow down your opponent's board state enough to finally get a couple Dragapult set up. Dragapult as an attacker is so versatile, it allows players to get pretty creative while deck building. And while pretty much every build has seen some form of success, none of them come close to the dominance of Dragapult with Dusknoir. So if you're looking to pick this deck up, or you're struggling with piloting it, here are the basics. You generally want to go second, so you can use this sadistic freak to slow down your opponent's setup. You want to start evolving to Dracloaks immediately because its ability Recon Directive is your main source of draw power. Because this deck has no form of energy acceleration, you need to be patient with your setup. When you're finally ready to attack with a Dragapult, you need to have a Dracloak on your bench ready to have a follow-up attack next turn. Now that you're finally attacking, you want to pay very close attention to where you're placing those damage counters when you use Phantom Dive. Proper damage placement can allow you and your partners in crime to take massive 6-price turns and leave your opponent scratching their head thinking, huh, how did that happen? While everyone's supporter lineup is going to look a little bit different, there are two non-negotiables: Iono and the new supporter Hilda. Overall, Dragapult is the type of deck that can navigate its way out of nearly any type of bad situation, and there's a reason why so many top players consistently choose to play this to every major tournament. If you enjoy these kinds of videos or have any of your own tips and tricks on how to play Dragapult better, please let me know in the comments. And on that note, let's dive into some action. Actually, keeping Ursaluna in the active for a minute might not be the worst idea. Okay. I do not need to rush then. Actually, I could just go right for a Badoo then if that's the case. Okay, hold on. Well, do I even have Latias? Swear every time I play this deck, Latias is prized. Okay, there's Latias. Oh wow, I prize a couple Luminous. Okay, really don't want to research this turn then. Okay, then I'm gonna grab double Dreepy. I guess we can just keep it like this for now. No, I can't. I wouldn't be able to. Yeah, no, let's keep it like this for now. I'd rather have two Dreepy set up than Badoo them right this second. Because I would need to have so many liabilities on my board then, like Ursaluna, Latias, all that stuff. I mean, I'm not even worried about an attack until next turn anyway. Oh. It's not even a good deck anyway. Double metal. Nothing in their discard yet. Okay. Okay. Ooh, another research. That's balls. Actually, it's not the end of the world because I can do this. I can research Psychic. Grab a Dracloak. We can evolve. Night Stretcher, back the Psychic Energy. Attach to that Dracloak. Research. Evolve the other Dracloak. I can play the Duskull. I don't know if that's really going to be that helpful in this matchup. I might as well try it anyway. I haven't played this matchup enough with Dragapult to know for sure what's the right move there. I do want to get one more Dreepy down. I don't think that Badoo is going to be helpful at this point, so I'm not going to worry about it. Hit some recons. Actually, let's go for the counter catcher instead, because I don't believe there's rare candy in this deck. Okay, Neo Upper. Wait, but I already have... Okay. Do I just grab Counter Catcher again because I have the Hilda in hand? That sounds right. We end the turn. Okay. 3-card hand. Chance of them having Gust. Actually, still kind of high because they play like 6 or 12 Gust or however many it ends up being. Probably just going to Jolting Charge again, I would assume, though. Oh, nope. They are going for it. Okay. Okay, not the end of the world. Because we're going to go right for a Dragapult right here. Okay, so what I'm thinking here... Oh, nice. All right. I'm trying to think of what the best thing is here, because I can knock out this and this, take 2 prizes, and then tag 10, 10, 30. That keeps me in it. I think that's what I'm going to do here. Okay, so we're going to Hilda for another Cloak, and I've got Psychic on that one, so we'll grab a Fire Energy. See what we can get here. Another Psychic. I probably don't need that Psychic. I don't really need the Buddy, though. I'm not going to be missing like an attachment or anything. Let's grab the Buddy, because I do have the Hilda for the Neo Upper, so I'm not super concerned about that. We can grab Fez. I can also grab Night Stretcher. I don't know if that's gonna be a huge necessity right this second. I don't necessarily need Fez on the bench, but having the draw power might be helpful. Then again, they're not gonna be really playing Iono, so I shouldn't have to worry about it so much. I'm just gonna grab the Night Stretcher. I don't think I necessarily need the Fez right this second. We attach there, then we hit the Dragapult. We Counter Catcher up the Gimme Ghoul. Anything else we need to do here? I don't believe so. I don't know if I want to thin out another Duskull. This is fine. We're just going to Phantom Dive. We're going to put 30 on the Joltik, take it out. We're going to put 10, 10, and 10. That goes up to 280 with Brave Return if they play it, plus the 50. That's not going to be enough, but that's fine. Worst case scenario, still a Duskull or Dusclops does still get us to knockout range there. And if they have the, what's it called? You know, the 2 prize knockout here, you know, so be it. Not the end of the world. Okay, so they don't have the knockout unless they have Prime Catcher in hand. Curious what their plan is here. I'm at 4 prizes. I can't take 4 prizes this turn, right? 130 plus 60 is only 190. Well, actually, if I can top deck an Ultra Ball. Oh, there's Prime Catcher. Okay. Okay, that's fine. I'm not worried about that. I would... Okay, well, I'm just going to Iono here then. I'm not even concerned about that too much. Also, taking out the... I don't have a Dragapult in the discard. Okay, yeah. Taking out the Pikachu guarantees I can't lose if I can evolve this. So we will grab Fez. Trying to think if there's anything else I can thin out here that would help us. I don't believe so. see, I have one more luminous. I don't have any more energy. I can just attach the luminous energy, so that's fine. Probably not the greatest attachment there, but okay, bring up the Pikachu. Yeah, I would like to take out the Gimmighoul right this second, but I don't want to put any kind of liabilities on the bench that they can take advantage of. Well, I guess if I'm already gonna take out the Pikachu, I can always just Hilda for... I can always just Hilda, if that's the case. Okay, there's the Neo Upper. Yeah, because I'm not concerned about... Well, though, because Gimmighoul could potentially take out... Okay, never mind. We are going to Iono, because Gimmighoul... Yeah, I don't know how many cards... if they have energy in their hand or what, but Gimmighoul can evolve and take it out, so I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, cool. So then we have this. Get rid of those two. If I take two, I won't be down, so the counter catcher is useless. So if that's the case, I can just take out the... do that in case I need like energy or something like that. Grab the Dragapult. Do that. Then flip the script. Okay. If I need to, I can always retreat to attach energy with the Night Stretcher. Okay, so we're taking this knockout here. Then I think... If I do 10, 20, I can put 30 more there. But that doesn't put me in a position. They have Bravery Charm to take a knockout. I mean, those aren't going to get put in the active. I already have that if I need a boss. So let's just prepare for Gholdengo. I think that would be smarter on their side. Cool, and I have the boss. So worst case scenario, if they are able to get like, you know, what's it called with this one, I'm not worried about it. They would need how much energy to take me out? It's 7, right? There's no way they're gonna be able to get 7 energy. So I'm gonna see, wow, they're gonna see kind of a lot of cards. I wonder if not taking a knockout was a better idea there, just punching into the Iron Hands. They had such a big hand. Yeah, maybe just attacking into the Iron Hands, putting 60 on the Gholdengo, not taking a knockout was probably a better idea there. Okay, so if they have 5 energy right now in hand, plus metal energy, they just win, right? Is that what they're hoping for? Or is that what they have? How slow they're moving, I'm thinking they don't have it, but... Oh, what are they looking for then? It wasn't the boss. Arvin gets some superior, so maybe they have a bunch of energy in hand, they just need a few more. I just don't know how this deck is supposed to like search for energy outside of just like drawing into it. They haven't used enough energy, so they can't do superior for it. Oh, you know what? No, I had to take out the Pikachu because they were 1 energy and a boss away from just knocking out Ursaluna. Okay. Do they have it though? Big old bummer. Is that what I'm understanding here? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Then we dive. Make it big. Big old dive. Let's go. Let's do this. Hell yeah, brother. First against Gardevoir. Well, this sucks balls. I don't think they played Team Evo, but whatever. I'm going to be researching most likely next turn anyway. which sucks. Real bad. Okay, I can at least get Badoo off of that. I would like to top deck an Ultra Ball, I think. Is that what I want? I like a Night Stretcher for either of these anyway, and it matter. Oh, they are playing Team Evo. Okay. But I guess I can just save the Jamming Tower later for a potential Screamtail. Generally speaking, that's not even going to be something I'm really that concerned about. Get Arven in hand. One Psychic. They have another Psychic in hand. Oh, man. Having to... Oof. This is not going to be a fun research, let me tell you. Let me see here. Nestbald, Vessel. So they've got one Psychic in hand, at least. Okay. I don't know if putting Badoo out there is the greatest idea, but I really need to try it and hopefully slow them down. That research sucks. Okay, we can evolve here at least, so that's something. We can Nest Ball for Latios. We can Buddy for a Dusknoir, or a Duskull. Do I have Dusclops? Nope. And I just discarded my Dusknoir, and we don't play any rare candies, right? Okay, never mind. I'm not going to grab that. I guess I just grabbed third Dreepy. I can always Hilda next turn. Cool, we'll take that. We love chaining Dracloaks. I guess I'd rather grab the Iono here, because if I do end up Ionoing in a turn or two, I'd rather have that in the bottom of the deck. Okay. Hopefully it slows them down. I have no idea if it will, but one can hope. They have no energy in the discard. They only have at least one energy in hand. So even if they have Gardevoir in hand, I'm not worried about like a Fluttermane knocking out my Badoo. Grabbing a Screamtail off the rip? Okay. Okay. That's their play. Hopefully I'm not super concerned. I can't necessarily slow them down any more than I already have. Okay, cool. So what I'm thinking though is that if I put the damage on the Screamtail, I have Hilda, so I don't need that necessarily. We're at the monkey in hand, so that's cool. But what I was gonna say though is if I put the damage on the Screamtail, they wouldn't be able to attach the energy to it to do anything without knocking it out, which so they can't do that. They can attach, move damage, attach. Okay. I wonder if the move isn't just Itchy Pollen again, right? Like force them to kind of like have a way to affect my stuff. If I take out the Fluttermane, I'm putting one more energy in the discard. I'm putting 60, but then they can just move 30 of it off. I am still going to play the Hilda and grab the Dragapult and grab a... I'll get 2 Luminous. I'm going to hold onto the Luminous, or one of the Luminous for a potential Monkey Dory, depending on like what they do here. Prizing the Dusclops sucks. Having to research 2 of my Night Stretchers turn 1 sucks. Okay, they have the double monkey. Assuming that's okay. Without Bravery Charm, how much can this do? It is 160 of that Bravery Charm. Is that what they're kind of pushing towards here? Because that would need to have 50 on it. Okay. Okay, with a boss though, this could be something here. Let's see what else we can draw. All right. I like to see this. I'll grab Luminous. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to boss up the Curlia. We'll evolve this Dracloak. Neo Upper attach. Treat to Dragapult. Take out the Curlia. What I'm wondering is if spreading the damage is better or just putting all the 60 on Ralts. Because if they put the 60 on Ralts, they'll just have... They can just double monkey and put damage anywhere they like. But... No, they didn't attach last turn. So they don't have Dark in hand. I'm just gonna do this. We're just gonna go for it. There's a Dusclops, so if they do take a knockout, I can at least have that threatening. It's interesting they only have 1 Psychic in the discard right now. Okay, well there's something. Okay, discard Artisan, and they're gonna get 2 Psychic, or Psychic, oh no, 2 Psychics, okay. So they're not gonna go for the Dark? Maybe this build plays Rare Candy, so they're gonna Rare Candy up the Ralts? My hope is that the Badoo was able to stop them for a prolonged period of time. Like long enough that this puts me in a position where I can really just kind of start taking advantage of them. I don't know if my deck plays Turo now that I'm thinking about it. Well, they're doing that. I'm gonna go check. I say my deck as if this isn't just a net deck of the Justin Newdorfs. I do not play a Turo. Okay. They do play Rare Candy. Balls. All right. I guess the hope is that they don't have a way to get into Clefairy. You haven't discarded Clefairy, right? No. Okay. Just the 1 Ralts. Interesting. Okay. 260. Trying to think if there is a space here. So they're probably going to go... Because now they can countercatcher me. Oh, there's the Clefairy, isn't it? Oh, Ralts. Okay, okay. I don't mind this. That's fine. Okay. So if they take out the Latias, I can at least Night Stretcher. So if they like were to like countercatcher up Ursaluna and then knock out the Latias with the Scream Tail, I can always Night Stretcher back with the Latias, move back, push forward, take another knockout. I would really like for them to take a to clear up my bench a little bit. Okay, cool. They just did me a huge solid. I'm destroying that Ralts. I don't have energy in this card though, right? Okay. Okay, so they're going after the Latias. The good thing here is that they can't counter catcher up my Ursaluna, though. Have they already Psychic Embrace? Just once. They can move 30 here still. Okay, so they can take 3 prizes this turn. Put themselves to 3 prizes. But then this turn, let's see here. What are they going to be at? They'll need to be at 80, right? What I would want to be able to do is push this to the bench. Bring up like a monkey. Hawlucha, the Ralts, and the Screamtail for 2. Take out the monkey for 3. Be at 2 prizes. And then I can buddy for... I can buddy for a Duskull. They can always just Adrena Brain. Then again, if I take out the Monkey Dory... Oh, interesting. They're not going to take out the Latias this turn. Okay, so they're saving that for another turn later. Or are they going for a Dracloak? Like this Dracloak. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so they're going for a single prize. That's fine. That's totally fine by me. Okay. Because now I have 2 bench spaces open. Ooh, and counter catcher. Okay. So this is good. So we use the Artisan. Does Monkey do anything for me right this second? I don't think so. Technically, Monkey does more than Hawlucha would. With Counter Catcher, I can guaranteed knock out Screamtail and Ralts and a Monkey. I think that's the move. So I will put down a Dusk... no. Yes? No. Okay. We are going to Night Stretcher up a Psychic Energy, though. I have 1 Night Stretcher left. Counter Catcher up the Monkey. I'm gonna play the Fez. Maybe I can get into a Hawlucha here. Nope. But I can play the Jamming Tower, so that works. And Iono here would actually be kind of nice, I think. Ooh, Luminous Energy. No, I'll hold the Luminous for the Dracloak. I was thinking again about the Monkey Dory, but Monkey Dory does not... If I put 30 there, that's 40, 10. That heals up the Dracloak. And the Latias. And it's more useful in the long run. Okay. Oh, but you know what, though? I played an energy for turn, right? I did. Okay, so we have to go to Hawlucha. Never mind. And so we'll save the Luminous Energy for next turn for needing a potential Dragapult attack. Dusclops, okay. Yeah, and I think we just take this knockout here on the Ralts. Knocking out the Ralts isn't super great, but I mean, it is, you know, it's better than, you know, not taking a knockout at all. But the problem is, if they can get into a Clefairy, and if they can get to another Monkey Dory and Dark Energy, I'm like super screwed regardless. It's at 310. I'm just trying to think if there's any other way. Without a boss, even with a boss, there's no way I'm taking 2 prizes next turn, I don't think. Not, yeah, having the Dusclops prized, and then I started Ursaluna, right? I did. Huge bummer, but I mean, it happens. Nothing really we can do about that. Okay, so I got the Dragapult off the prizes too, so I can always do that. I can always attach Luminous there, be ready for a knockout. I'm really surprised they have not gone into Clefairy yet. They must have prized it. There's no reason not to have Clefairy out already. Although if they get the Clefairy right here, huge bummer. Obviously. Not bad. Actually, if they knock out my Dragapult and Dracloak right here, this is a winning hand because of the Ursaluna. Kind of crosses fingers. I mean, hoping that they do have the Clefairy. No, they're just gonna punch with Gardevoir. Yeah, they're gonna move the 60 onto Dracloak. If they take out the Dracloak here, I'm actually not in a bad spot because they are going to punch my Dragapult, and I'm going to I can counter catcher up the Fez, research, hope for Monkey Luminous, and say GG, right? Oh, I can't counter catcher because they're not going to take another knockout here. I would need to Fez. Oh, okay, there. Okay. Is this the Clefairy? Are we gonna do this? Are we gonna beat Gardevoir as Dragapult? Is it gonna happen? Come on. Grab that stupid fairy. Ah, oh, bummer. No big deal. It really depends on what my top deck here is, because I would rather boss. Okay. I have used one boss. I have 23 cards. The problem is, if I don't get boss off of this, what do I do to not lose? Actually, they couldn't win next turn. Right? So I can make this. Okay. Nothing else that makes sense. Okay, cool. I will attach this to Pheasantipity just in case. Yeah, they can't win next turn, right? I'm trying to think about this. If they have 60 here, 190 here. 190, they can take 2 prizes. They cannot take 3. 2 prizes here, or 2 prizes here. Or 2 prizes here. I'm feeling pretty okay about this move right here. About how we're sitting. As long as I don't play anything else. Thinking again. No. Just making sure, I'm just going over the plays in my head, making sure that they cannot win next turn. I do not believe so. Doesn't matter where that 60 goes. Actually, I probably should have held the hand just to keep that counter catcher in hand. That probably would have made more sense. But still, I'm not super concerned. They would probably want to put the 30 here on the Hawlucha. No, interesting, okay. The only thing they can take a knockout with is the Gardevoir, unless they somehow found rare candy Gardevoir on those 3 cards. So unless they don't take a knockout here, I should win. Actually, even if they don't take a knockout here, they would need to retreat into Fez and not take the knockout. But then I could just Ultra Ball for Monkey Dory, Luminous Energy, move damage over and win. What's that card? I'm still in position, right? 240? Yeah, that's fine. I still win with Blood Moon. What the hell is that? Okay. So they're going to the Fez, thinking that that's fine. No, Flutter Mane, okay. You get the Devo here. For Ralts, I'm assuming. Oh, for Psychic Energy. Duh. Makes sense. So they're gonna take another prize. We'll be matched at prizes. But I should still have game. No, I don't have game in hand because they're gonna take one prize here. Oh, they have Jamming Tower. I forgot. Jamming Tower. Clutch. But I just win here, right? Because of the Ralts. Yeah, I just win. Cool, cool, cool. That, kids, is how you beat Gardevoir. Are they missing it? Are they not seeing it? Or are they just letting me take the win? I'm not crazy, right? That was a win? That was a win. Booyah. Gardevoir, Schmardevoir. Oh, maybe. All right. Do this. Yes. Treat. Get to Bedouin. All right, them playing Mew is actually super nice because that's one Dusknoir away from a knockout. Lightning, I'm assuming they're gonna Teal Dance and then knock out my Badoo. Blah, 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 blah. You know how it goes. Okay. Won't be the end of the world. Interesting, okay. Okay, but then we push a Dreepy, Evolve Dracloak, Night Stretcher for the Psychic Energy, because I need to have an attachment this turn. And we hit the Iono. Hopefully that slows him down a little bit. I doubt it, but hey, you never know. Not super exciting, but it's not the end of the world. All we can do is hope that they can't get into anything really. Another Dreepy, so that's fine. That works. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, this is fine. Oh. So this turn, stretch. Okay. I mean, they're gonna just take out the Dracula gets right in front of them. Whatever, fine. Hilda, grab. I don't want to grab Neo Upper, right? I guess I just grab like a Luminous Energy. Then I put 10 and 50. Leave this at what it's at, I guess. So I have to get Dusclops this turn. Like, that is a necessity. Because otherwise, I can't get into a Dusknoir to take out the Mew. I will need a Counter Catcher. I think we're in a good spot here, because it'll be 2. I punch, do my thing. They take 2. I Dusknoir and get 6 prizes. Seems like a foolproof plan. Don't see how we lose. And being able to follow up with an Iono will be super helpful too. So we'll need Counter Catcher. Double Mew? That doesn't do anything for me, I don't think. It's a very strange board state they have here. Yeah, I have to get Dusclops this turn, and I have to get Dracloak also. This is tough. They are just gonna take out the Dracloak here. I have so many cards in deck. I mean, Hilda gets me Dragapult. I'm trying to figure out if research is the right way here. Rather than the Hilda. I have all my Night Stretchers, so Night Stretchers are out for Dragapult if I do research here. I think what I'll do instead is I'll actually hit the Recon first, see what that gets me. And then decide from there. So I pretty much have to kind of punch with Dracloak this turn. Or with Dragapult. Okay, there's a Counter Catcher. So this is kind of the same idea, right? If I just bring up this one and then put 10, 50. Okay, hold on. Let's Recon first. Luminous. Okay, there's the energy. That's good. Okay, so we attach here. This. Now we will Counter Catcher up you. Am I missing something here? That one's just not clickable. Okay. That one have energy on it? Does. Okay, so that's gonna make this, okay. I was hoping to potentially slow them down that way. This way they have to discard energy, I guess. Okay, there's a Dracloak, cool. There's a Dusclops, Dusknoir, okay. So we're actually, this isn't terrible. There's Dragapult, second counter catcher. Let's just play this for funsies. Okay, so now we put 10 and 50. Now Brave Return doesn't do anything. Okay, that's 2 prizes. But now I need to be able to get into Neo Upper. Kind of also a little bit of an issue there. But we'll see. I'm guaranteed to take a couple prizes this next turn. So we will hopefully get into some good stuff. You know what else too is I will be able to Hawlucha knock out this one if I need to get like extra prizes or something like that. Because I've only used 1 counter catcher. I just saw a counter catcher go to the bottom. So we'll have to see what we get off the prizes. That's the big thing. The hope here is that, you know, everything goes according to plan. Somehow draw into Neo Upper Energy and a counter catcher. I did discard 2 Ionos, right? So I have 3. Okay, so I have none left or 1? I have 1 left. Come on. Okay, that sucks. That sucks pretty bad. Okay, but wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Because I'm going to top deck something, and I'm going to have a Recon. So I can Ultra Ball this, plus whatever my top deck is. I can get the Dusknoir, pop, take out Mew. I can put down the Hawlucha, take this thing out. That's 4 prizes. Between those 4 prizes, I should hopefully get enough to win this match with the counter catcher. Everything should be going perfect. And if I top deck like Neo Upper or Dragapult or something like that, I can just Hawlucha first. Thinking about what went to the bottom of my... Oh, no, everything got shuffled, so nothing's at the bottom of my deck anymore. So everything is fair game for my top deck. Okay. All right. This was feeling not good, but now it's feeling good. Feeling much more good, more gooder. Gooder it is. All right. That's fine. No biggie. I ain't even bothered. Comment below if you know what that's from. Okay. Let's see what you got here. Fez. Oh, this is huge. This is huge. Okay. Okay, there's a Luminous. Recon. What we got here? Research. Okay. The chances of us failing this are slim. Okay, we're going to get rid of a counter catcher and Jamming Tower. I need 1 counter catcher. Go and we grab the Dusknoir first. Place this and pop this. All right, that's 2. They do get one. Everybody gets one. Alrighty. Okay. So now Night Stretcher gets us Dragapult. Cool. We counter catcher up this Ogerpon. Okay, fine. We counter catcher up Mew. Whatever. We Halucha. Take 2 more prizes. Okay. How close are we? Let's thin the deck out a little bit more. Let's make sure the Neo Upper is in there, because if it's not, this is all for nothing anyway. It is in there. Okay, so now we want to grab... Oh. Ursaluna. We just win, right? Alright, I'll take that. Not as cool as my other plan. But we still get there. 6 prizes, baby!